this afternoon, especially before another big sporting match that's coming up later on tonight with the Blues taking on Canberra down at Eden Park. So we do thank you very much for tuning in. We always appreciate it, and tell anybody else, ice hockey is back. It's happening in New Zealand. It's a beautiful game. You get to see it in action through this live stream channel that we're offering and providing. So thanks to all the team here, and we are really getting excited to see this developmental team, the Auckland Mako, which is, you're representing this beautiful jersey, sporting it there, and the West Auckland Admirals.
Yeah, got me a jersey for the Mako to support the young fellas, because they are the future of the generation of hockey players in this country, so got to get behind them in any way possible.
Absolutely, and one of those people that's really behind them is their head coach. He's also, he still plays the game, and he's at a phenomenal level. His name is AJ Spiller.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, because we're going to speak to him during the first period intermission and get his thoughts on what this team is, how it came to be, what their goals are moving forward, and how they are looking to perform in this NZIHL. Wow, we are seeing for the first time, folks, some brand new jerseys that these West Auckland Admirals are sporting. We saw the socks in warm-up, but now we get to see the full package. Quite a nice deep royal blue, maybe even, this bright yellow stripes, maybe a testament to their Admiral roots here. This is something new, folks. We have not seen this before. These are brand new jerseys. You let us know. What do you think of them?
I reckon they look brilliant. That retro look is like an old school Admirals jersey. And here we have one for you, Ian, to put on yourself.
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll wear that proudly and showcase that off during the intermissions when we do talk to AJ. He might get a little upset, but we shall see. Oh, no worries. I'll make that change right now for everybody to see that jersey.
Absolutely.
As the players get ready for their warm-up.
A pretty good-looking jersey that the Admirals are going to be wearing for this season. And in my honest opinion, they look dandy. Is that a right size for you, mate? Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's looking good.
And even Rusty, the Admirals mascot, he's even got one on.
I might go through those starting lineups, Bryce. They've got a few new additions to the teams that we see. There are some familiar faces that are helping out the Auckland Mako that are probably, some people might have seen them beforehand. Starting centerman, for example, is Paris Hyde, very famous Dunedin Thunder representative, now helping the youth of today.
Yeah, good on him. Good to see him out of retirement already.
So he hasn't really been long out of retirement. He's back out on that ice,
and
he is ready to go and playing. And lining up beside him, who have we got beside him? We got number 5. That is Mason Prattley. And number 2, Adam Stitley. And on the D pairing for this young up-and-coming team is number 28, Alex Regan. And number 27, Luke Simon. Their starting goalie is number 30, James Moore. As we get Chalice and Hyde, they're renewing acquaintances, and Chalice, as per, wins the opening faceoff back to Daigle. Daigle over to his line mate, Henderson, and already an early chance shot at goal with Taylor Rooney, showing that quick flow with the very sick flow mane he's got there on top of that number 35. Admirals looking to control that puck early. They've given it away in the O zone. Mako looking to get it out of the zone. Gives it up to Paris Hyde in the middle. Puts a pass over on the side, just ahead of his winger there. That's Prattley. Too hot for him to handle. Daigle settles it now. Smooth skating, silky mitts of Justin Daigle. Dumps it in. Sistroni keeping the puck in. We've got a player down. Looks like Vesper for the Admirals. You might have taken a bit of an errant high stick. I didn't quite see the full play there, but he's down in a little discomfort.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what did happen there, but he is getting to his feet now.
He is holding his mouth area, so he might have got something up in around the face.
Yeah,
Definitely going to need some attention by the looks of it.
Yeah, he's going to exit the game for the time being.
Not the best way you want to start the year, but hopefully he will be okay and back out in action soon enough as he just passes through.
Bleeding.
He's bleeding, so a bit of blood there. So hopefully he'll be okay and wearing a mouth guard, protecting those chiclets up there, and hopefully he'll be okay.
Well, good start from the Admirals so far, getting some sustained pressure in the Mako defensive zone as they'll get their third line out there.
And someone starting face-off at the moment is Sam Moses, wearing number 21. He's coming back after quite a long hiatus, maybe 6-7 years I think it was. I caught up with him earlier in the week, and he's been chomping at the bit to get going and really looking forward to get back on the ice. And all the best for you, Sam, and we hope tonight goes well for him. Speaking of which, he pulls a bit of a hit on young Sebastian Ong as he goes down. And we got Leon Quigley out there on the wing for Sam. And the Kennedy brothers, Taylor passes it over to his brother Mason. He sends it up the wall, out of the reach of the Admirals player, and the Mako dump it back down. Getting some ozone time of their own. Some early pressure, sidestepped a check by Ong, did well there, but he gave the puck away as Kennedy takes over and sets up behind the goal. Moves it up to the wing. Sent to the middle, up to Moses. Moses has it. Kicks it over to Tyon, number 25. Gets an early touch, takes a hit. Loud bump on the boards, echoing as Andy Hay takes a hit to make the play. Another veteran presence helping on the back end for the Mako.
Yeah, he's been around a long time in this league now, has Andrew Hay. Still playing for the Mako and the Botany Swarm.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend of this game, and if you ever get a chance to go to the Hockey Hall of Fame, his name for the Hayes, they have a jersey in there as a testament to how impactful their family has been in the game of ice hockey across the world. So
they were the first family to put 3 brothers into a national side too, weren't they?
I believe so. As we have an icing here, we'll come back down the other way. That is true, and the Hayes are such fantastic, humble people. They've given, wow, what can we say, so much to the game over the years, and they're pretty much at every game as well. Always here.
There's definitely always one of them at every game for sure. I know Grant and Elizabeth love getting out and going to a Swarm game.
Yeah, in fact, I spoke with Kerry Goulet, also known as the Gooch. He's been here in Auckland promoting some of his tour, and I think he's taking them out to a rugby game tonight. There's something big happening with them. Anyway, we'll get back to the ice hockey action as Henderson sends a cross-ice pass to Rooney. He sidesteps a check, but does go down on the other check. And the Mako breaking away. But Admirals Chalice calmly gets it, skates up through the middle, stick handles, surveys his options, gains through the line, sends the puck in down low. Nick Henderson looking to hold on to it by the boards. He has 2 Mako on him. Does well to get away. Still shielding the puck. Gives it to Scott Henry. Gives it to the point man. Hard shot by Steven. Scott Henry battles hard to get the puck, but Knowles gets it out. Kept in momentarily at the line by Sestroni, and the Mako go back to hold on to it. A left-handed defenseman here. That's number 28, Alex Regan.
Yeah, when you look at the Mako, you wouldn't really think that they're actually an under-23 development team. They play hard. They even got a win last season against the Stampede, believe it or not, which is...
That's quite a hard feat to do, especially with them being kind of unofficial last year's champions. I know a lot of the Stampede boys were very keen to get that final played, but unfortunately with some of the circumstances it didn't get underway. But now we're into a new season.
Absolutely. And one of the bright up-and-coming players in the Mako team is Ivan Dalmatau, only 17 years old. You'd think he's been playing hockey for at least 25 years.
Yeah, very strong skater, a lot of skill, and it's excellent to see here in New Zealand as this is part of what this development side is for, is getting younger players quality time against quality opposition, and that's only going to get them better and helping them with their game moving forward. Sebastian Ong, one of the left-handed players. Not as many lefties in New Zealand. We're starting to see a few more. Sebastian Ong dumps the puck in.
That's because when people start playing hockey, they normally, good shot on there, but when they start playing hockey, they normally go the same handedness as they would pick up a cricket bat.
Yes, I've noticed that. And also it could be even related to something like field hockey. All the field hockey sticks that I've seen are all right-hand facing.
Yep.
So naturally you'd have to put your left hand at the top. Whereas I'm not sure about you, but I would have to put my right hand at the top, so that's my dominant hand, and the left hand as a guide. So if you come to the Learn to Play sessions, some of the coaches will help you decide and see what natural handedness you are. And as Chala makes another save there, players are jostling for the rebound. Yeah, so the coaches are very helpful here in Auckland and all across the country to help out the youngsters, any people that are watching this, to give them a bit of a boost as to how to get started. And it's not too hard thing to do.
Yeah, there's Learn to Play hockey sessions at both rinks at least once a week. So if you're looking to get into hockey, this is a great place to go start out, and they also have all the gear available for you.
Admirals had the puck in the zone, and they get it back. And now Andrew Hay has it. Saucers up a pass up to Forbes, number 19. He can't hold on to it. It's put back down deep into the Mako zone. And icing looks like it's waved off. And the Kennedys, Taylor has it now behind his goal, sends it over to Mason. Mason takes a nice solid hit there by Alex Soncody. But Chalice holds on to it, settles it down again, puts a backhand pass over to Mason Kennedy, gets it back from him. Looking up the ice, goes cross ice to Rooney, just out of his reach. Dalmato gets it now, sidesteps a hit, looks to toe drag the puck very nicely, doesn't get the shot away, as the Admirals close the door on that attack.
Yeah, the Mako also looking like in this early stages of this game that they will go toe-to-toe in the physical aspect of the game with the Admirals.
It's good to see that. You don't want the early part of the game, within the game, to have any back down, so good to see they, we've got a penalty call. The ref's got the hand up at the moment. Looks like it's going to the young side here, the Mako.
Yeah, Gary McLeish got tripped up there as they were breaking out of the zone.
Shot on, saved by Moore, and the Mako touch up, and we've got our first penalty of the game, and it's going to be a tripping call. As the youngster, number 5, Prattley, that's Mason Prattley, heads to the box, one of the left-handed attackers for the Mako. Sits down for 2 minutes or less. And we see the first glimpse of the Admirals power play, quarterbacked by Justin Daig. Setting up at the top, gives it to Chalice. Chalice back to Daig. Daig down to Chalice. Into the middle. Bit of a shot there by Flynn Hayward-Jones, but he fans on it, and the Mako clear.
Yeah, the Admirals power play pretty much an identical one from last season. Running Chalice, Henderson, and Taylor Rooney up in the front, with Flynn Hayward-Jones and Daigsy.
We've gone 40 seconds into this power play, and the Admirals have to get back into the neutral ice area past their own blue line as they look to set up, as Audis puts some pressure down on Daig. And Chalice saucers a nice pass over to Daigle. Daigle skates wide against the defenseman, curls around the net. One hand on the stick, calmly setting things up. Does give it away, though. And Sebastian Ong manages to take it away from him. No easy feat, and sends it down the length of the ice. The penalty killers then change up.
Yeah, only one shot on so far from the Admirals in this power play, over halfway done.
Scott Henry sends it over to Taylor Kennedy, who dumps it in. Sam Moses goes to chase. He has it behind the net. Gives it over to Sestroni, up to Taylor Kennedy. Takes a shot, saved by Moore. Nice pad save directed into the corner. And Blair, the defenseman, sends it away for the Mako. Sam Moses with it now. Drop pass to Mason Kennedy. Takes a big bump by Blair. Solid hit there. As Kennedy takes a shot on, follows his rebound, but Moore gobbles it up and holds on.
Yeah, Mako looking pretty well during that penalty kill, keeping it down the other side of the ice, not allowing the Admirals to get too set up in the offensive zone. They tried to get a few passes and cycle the puck around, but the Mako were putting everything into it to stop them. As they've almost killed this penalty off, as Prattley will get ready to come out of the box.
Yeah, 6 seconds left in the penalty, so he'll come on shortly as the Admirals have it directed towards the net. Rooney over to Henderson. Henderson, quick shot, save, double save there as Henderson gets his own rebound and shouldered away. Paris Hyde streaks in for the Mako and gets it into the zone. Puts the body down onto his man. Chalice regrouping in his zone away from 2 Mako players. Flynn Hayward-Jones sends the puck up ice out of the reach of Henderson. Taylor Rooney cleans it up, sends it into the zone, but it's moved back up nicely by Alex Regan. Daigle with it behind the goal. Gives it to Jordan Chalice. Jordan Chalice with it. Drop pass doesn't quite reach his target, but taken away by Del Matto. Del Matto back to his D. There's Prattley with it. Up the ice too. Mako take a hit from Daigle in the corner. Prattley digging for it. And Daigle comes out with it. Puts it over to Hayward-Jones. Up the ice to Sestroni. Sestroni avoids the hit, but his stick didn't. Drops that. As Flynn sends it down deep in the zone, chasing his own puck with the Mako. Took a little bit of a stumble there. Trying to get it out of their zone. They're not having much success doing that, Bryson. Then quick shot and rebound by a forechecking Scott Henry. He's always dangerous in front of the net. He's got a very good shot and kind of a nose for the net. So if he's able to take the puck away against 2 of the Mako players, get his own rebound, Mako are going to have to tidy things up in their D zone.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to touch on one of the defenders for the Mako, Alex Regan, especially last season, it was kind of the season where everyone started to get to know who he was, an up-and-coming great defenseman in this league. I'm not entirely sure who he's affiliated with and which club, but nonetheless, he's a
I think
huge
it's up here
part
in
of
Auckland.
this.
Yeah.
He is?
I believe so. We'll have to double check that. Get our stats team on it. As Knowles chases down the puck against one of the Stevens. I think that is Ben. Just have to double check. Yes, it is. That's B on his jersey. Sends it up the boards to Luke Tyon. Momentarily out of zone, and Lewis can hold the line. And that is an offside. Bryce, do you want to maybe explain this concept of offside to some of the viewers? There might be some people that are wondering, why is there a whistle when they're just crossing over this blue line?
So the blue line separates the attacking zones from the neutral zone. So the puck must go over the blue line first, which essentially stops people camping in front of the other team's goalie, because that would just be negative hockey in a way.
Kind of cheating, just picking,
in a way, yeah, cherry picking.
Cherry picking, as we say.
But so once you go into that attacking zone, if that puck does come back outside the blue line, everyone has to touch up over the back of the blue line before they can all regain and go into the attacking zone.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for that explanation. It just makes things a little bit easier as you're watching the game, because it is the fastest game on earth, and things happen very quickly, and we often don't know what is happening. So that's our job. We're trying to commentate that and do the best we can. Henderson. Oh, there we are. There's an example of an offside. The linesman, the person that has the black and white stripes on the jersey. There are 2 of them out on the ice currently. They are slightly different. They're still referees, but there has another referee on the ice that has orange armbands, and that's the head referee. So a little distinction there if you're wondering. The head referee is the one who calls all the penalties, whereas the lines people, they are the ones that call the offsides and the icings and drop the puck for the face-offs.
And also looking at keeping those teams' changes clean as well.
Yeah, they're the police of the ice, really. They keep everybody honest and make sure the game flows. As it is now, and we get a nice hit there by Number 24 on the Mako who stepped up. That's Zach Snowd, laying the body into his man. The Mako having some difficulty getting the puck out of the zone, but they are successful now. They send it down. That goes right onto the goal. Chaba steers that away easily as Mason Kennedy sends it up the wall. Excuse me, that was Taylor. And now Mason gets it, number 8, over to his brother Taylor, who is number 2, I believe. Yes, and then that goes up to Andrei Sirikov, number 10. Nice hard wrist shot, blockered away by James Moore. Play seems to be picking up a little bit here, Bryce. The speed is a little noticeable on this line. Another wrist shot, saved by Moore with a glove. McLeish shoots, doesn't get all of it, gets through though, saved by Moore again. Quigley keeps the puck down low. Sent out front, players battle for it, and it's taken away by Mason Prattley. Sends it up ice, given away again. They are clearing the zone, but they are giving that puck away. Giveaways can lead to what we are calling turnovers. Turnovers, when you have possession of the puck, more time you have the puck, you're more likely to score. Good hit there by Ian Otis, stepping up on Quigley. Sometimes you separate the man from the puck and you get the puck back, and that's what I'm saying on possession. You really want it. So you can send it up to the attacking zone, try to score. Blair, in doing so, misses the goal. Hyde keeps the puck in just before that blue line. Down to number 10 for the Mako. Son Cody, he trips and falls. Zachary Stephen sends it up the wall. Chalice just gets it out of the zone as Blair has it now. Over to his D partner. Takes a big hit from Chalice on the corner. Chalice gets the puck, dekes around him, and also takes a hit from Harris Hyde. They say hello to each other.
Yeah, they've probably played 100 games against each other, those two. Chalice and Paris Hyde.
Many good battles over the years. It's good to see. Very respectful competitors against one another and ex-teammates too for the Ice Blacks.
Some good flowing hockey here at the moment. Haven't had a stoppage in a while.
As Andy Hay drops the puck back to Blair, but it's stopped and intercepted by Henry. They don't enter the zone initially. It was a ruled offside, but then they waited. Scott Henry chases the puck down against Blair. He comes out with it, puts the puck towards the goal. It's behind the net, kind of just sitting there for a bit. Moore tried to get it with the blocker, but really difficult to cover the puck with your blocker if you're a goaltender. Daigle, hard shot from the point. Nice kick save by Moore. He saw that all the way. No traffic in front, meaning there was no one interfering with his view, so he could see the puck. When he sees it, more likely to stop it.
Yeah, quite impressed with James Moore so far in this game, the Mako goaltender.
Yeah, very calm, composed.
Looks like he's getting his eye in pretty well for this game.
He's already faced 9 shots to the 1 that Mako have put on net. Hoping to change that now is Paris Hyde sending it deep into the zone. Skates hard against McLeish. Trips him up, gets the puck back. McLeish onto his feet. Sent up the boards by Sebastian's Stephen. Paris gets it taken away by Quigley. Quigley can't hold it. Up to Luke Tyon. Tyon tries to get that stretch pass. Just misses his reach. As McLeish on the backhand, getting a heavy forecheck from Paris Hyde. Paris loses his stick in that battle. And we've got Son Cody trying to help out Paris Hyde down low. Forbes, he's battling as well. Mako come with the puck, send it down low. But McLeish looking to hold on to it. Sends it up the boards to Tyon. Tyon sends a pass across the middle, blocked by Knowles. Zach Stevens sends it up off the wall as both teams make changes. Alex Regan now tries to make it up the boards. Intercepted by Chalice, who takes it away. Sends it in the middle, shot, and just deflected wide as Rooney looking to get on that backhand, get on the score sheet early here. Shot from the point, and that's stopped by Moore, covered up as they had Rooney right on the doorstep in front of the goalie, looking to cash in, so to speak, for a rebound goal.
Yeah, Chalice making a neutral zone poke check there to put the puck into the zone, and then he had Rooney skating to the net. It wasn't far off putting it in the back of it. And also this season will be the Kennedy brothers' second season with the Admirals. So
Is that right?
they've been a pretty damn good addition for this hockey club.
Yes, correct me if I'm
moving up from Christchurch.
I was just going to say if that's where they originally hail from, is they did play down there for a while. As the Taylor Kennedy takes a shot, slap shot from the point or the blue line area. As number 6 comes in with the puck, skating with speed, that's Jack Lewis. Jack Lewis with it now, looking for someone to pass to. Sends it in the middle, gets his man shot. Otis just missed wide. As this Mako line looking to have some good pressure here on this this shift that they've got with the last 3 minutes of the first period. Admirals, Kennedy sends it to Taylor Rooney. He goes all the way cross ice, a wobbling puck. Henderson settles it down, stops up, steps past Stitley, the defenseman. Mason redirects it back around behind the net as the Mako looking to get it out of their zone. Ian Otis backhands it up the boards. Does just get out of the zone. Henderson looking to go cross ice. Stopped initially by Ong, but then they said, oh, we've had enough of this shift. We've been out here for a while. We're going to go make a change. And new players jump on.
Yeah, it was all 5 changed then. As the Mako got to get something going here soon. Get some more shots on net.
It was Andy Hay. Looked like he got a bit winded there. Ooh, and he took a big slash on Sam Moses. And they go after each other a little bit. And a penalty is going to be called. Andy Hay took a big hit. He looked like he was limbering. And Sam got the stick up on him. And there will be a penalty here. Referee's got the hand up. He is calling someone for a rough penalty. Possibly Sam Moses. Looks like that who is the guilty party. It's too bad sometimes, Bryce, when you see only the one player going to the penalty box when there are multiple infractions that happen that lead to something like that. Yeah. Sam was upset because he initially made the hit on Andy, which was fine. Andy looked like he was in a bit of discomfort. Andy then came back. I don't think Sam was the initial hitter. It might have been someone else.
No, they should both definitely be in the box.
And then he got slashed, and he gave him a bit of a hard slash, and then Moses gave him the roughing. So Moses got caught with that last retaliatory penalty. Now he's got to sit 2 or less in the sin bin or the penalty box. So that means the Auckland Mako have a man advantage. They have 1 extra player than the Auckland Admirals. And the Admirals are on the penalty kill, and they want to send the puck as far down the ice as possible so it's not close to their goal, less chance of the other team scoring. Paris, he dumps it in for a chasing Adam Stitley, but the Admirals regain control of the puck and send it back down the length of the ice. So the Mako setting up their power play. This is the first one they've had this year in 2022. And we'll see how they get on. But Admirals looking already in control, even though they have 1 less player. Daigle sends the puck down nice and deep into the zone. Alex Regan has it, puts it off the boards, up to Prattley. Oh, Daigle with it now, and that. Thought we had a whistle, but an offside. No, and we play on for the last minute of this period. Daigle elects to just send that puck down deep. As Regan sends it up the wall. Now Paris Hyde with it. Enters the zone. Skates in the middle. Looking to pass to someone, and does. Goes up to the point. Shot there by Snode. Blocked by Henderson. Snode with it. Puts it down low as Paris has it behind the Admirals' goal. Tries to put it out front, blocked in a little bit, and now Daigle gets it, and he lifts a long floating wrist shot down the full end of the ice. 15 seconds remaining in this period. Mako looking to make 1 last charge here. That's intercepted by Chalice. Does a nice fancy move, breaks in away by himself, shoots top corner, scores. Nice move, nice hands by Chalice as he beats that man and James Moore, the goaltender, with a couple of fancy moves. Left hand, right hand, above that left shoulder, goal.
Yeah, great goal by Chalice there, just lofting it over Moore's shoulder. But great work on the penalty kill from Justin Daigle, which led up to that. It was immense. He was taking on 3 guys down there for a while and just dumping it in. So, hey, you work hard as a defenseman when you kill off penalties, and those things will happen.
Bit of a dagger, though, when you have the extra attacker on your team and you get scored on when the other team is shorthanded. And that happened just before the period break, Bryce, and now we enter the first intermission with the Admirals holding a narrow 1-0 lead.
Indeed. So Mako definitely want to put a few more shots on in the second period if they want to get back into this game and get something going, because the Admirals will just keep building. So you don't want to let them get too big of a lead.
Excellent. Well, thanks very much, everyone, for tuning into that first period action of the NZIHL. Once again, I'm Ian Wanamaker alongside Bryce Rouse. Stay tuned. We will have the head coach of the Auckland Mako team coming to join us shortly, so stay tuned for that. Kia ora, and welcome back to our first period intermission. Very special guest. We are lucky to be joined by Mr. AJ Spiller. Welcome to the press box here, AJ. How you doing?
Thanks, Ian. Good. How are you doing?
Excellent. So if you don't mind telling us, what is your role this year, and what does that involve?
So yeah, my role this year is just as a coach. I'm not going to be playing. Andreas Kaiser's overseas. He's visiting family, so I'm just on the bench, and I don't mind being there. I like playing, but I don't mind being on the bench.
Oh, fantastic. So this man is very multi-talented, folks. Excellent player in his own right. And if I'm correct, you hail from Canada. Long time in the game, experienced person, giving a lot back to the kids in the game. And you're helping coach this team, the Mako. What is the purpose of this team, and what are their goals this year with you being involved behind the bench?
Yeah, well, the purpose of the Mako from the get-go was just to give more younger players a chance to play at the highest level at an early age and in an environment where it's not full-on, where the standings don't count, the points don't count towards the standings. And yeah, it's been great. And this year some of those guys that played last year are a little bit older, and some new faces too. So, but I think you can tell from that period too that there's a little bit of more experience now. They've got to play a little bit with their own club teams as well. So it's, it was good. Good period.
Excellent. Well, thanks. Hats off to you. And I mean, your involvement in your coaching is going to lead to them also feeling that calmness and giving them that advice and that wisdom that they need to execute on the ice, and having the likes of Andrew Hay and Paris High, that's only going to bolster their confidence and you can see it in their game. It's really elevated, as you mentioned, and led to from last year or the years before up to this point they're at now. I mean, you got to be pretty happy with the scoreline. Maybe you want a few more shots, but is there something that you're looking for in the next couple of periods that you want out of your team?
No, I thought that period went really well. Made some good plays. I thought our D were really good with the puck, and then at the end we just kind of fell asleep for the last 10 seconds, and that happens. I mean, that happens at the highest level too. So yeah, and I mean, when you got a guy like Chalice who's very onto it and can take the puck away, and the game can change in an instant. Too bad they scored in the last minute, even of the power play that you had. And then I think you are still on the power play, not for very long, but still
having a man advantage is important. Getting the guys getting used to your new systems and things that you're trying to get them to do is
Yeah,
is
and we don't have a whole bunch of systems because they kind of come from everywhere. So our main message is just to go out and play and play hard and enjoy your time.
Excellent. So last question for AJ, and thank you for doing this. This means a lot. If you've got any messages for those kids that are new to the game, seeing this for the first time, how can they get involved? Is there anything maybe they can do, get involved, come to a game? What would you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, come on down to the rink. Come to learn to play in Auckland or wherever it is that you're playing. It is the coolest sport on earth. We have a lot of fun doing it. The kids have a lot of fun playing it. The adults have a lot of fun coaching it, and the volunteers love it as well. So get down to the rink and just play.
Awesome. There, you've heard it here first. Mr. AJ Spiller giving those wise words of wisdom. Thanks very much for taking the time, and good luck for the rest of the way.
Thanks, Wani.
Cheers, bud. Kia ora whanau, welcome back to the NZIHL live stream action here for ice hockey hitting your screens. And I'm Ian Wanamaker, I'm alongside Bryce Rouse. We are the two commentators for this evening's matchup between the West Auckland Admirals and their fresh new jerseys and the Auckland Mako, the under 23 development team.
Yeah, fresh jerseys for the Admirals. They do look pretty nice out there. One thing the Mako need to do this period, get more shots, get some more attacking chances, push the wings, drive into the zone, get shots on net, because without that, they're never going to get close to getting a goal.
Yeah, and Chaba's backstopping them back there. He's a seasoned, experienced goaltender, hasn't seen a lot of action. That actually could prove into their favor if they do get some early shots here with this nice, freshly cleaned ice as we get set for the second period. The Mako are actually still on a power play, so they have a man advantage for 9 seconds here as Sam Moses looks to get ready to jump back on the ice in this second period here. As the Mako control the face-off. Puck sends in the middle to Ong. Ong just gives it away to Daigle casually. Got to be confident on the puck. So you want to hold on to it to score. As Flynn Hayward-Jones demonstrates, as Moses takes a shot, but takes a spill as well. On that new ice, he's going to feel that. It's quite wet. Some people say that's like taking a bath. Paris Hyde nicely backhanded over to Stitley. Stitley up the wing to Ong. Intercepted by Daigle. Daigle takes on 3 players here, and he stops up. Looking for an option to pass to. Takes it on the skate. Off the glass, Henderson plays it to himself. Up to Daigle. Daigle makes a nice deke going around the left-hand side. Shielding the puck. One hands it over to Flynn Hayward-Jones. Back to Daigle. Daigle setting up behind the office. And then Rooney with a shot deflected by Ong up into the netting. And we have a whistle. First stoppage of the period.
Unfortunately not a souvenir for a lucky fan here, as the puck did bounce back into the rink. So the ref won't have to go get a fresh one.
That's true, and then the fresh ones are usually held on ice. They, I don't know if people notice out there, if you put in a puck that is not on ice, onto ice, it's going to bounce around. Rubber is very bouncy. It's a vulcanized piece of rubber, so that means it's needing to be cold to travel nice and evenly and smoothly along that surface. Hence why you want to be out there early on these new periods and getting nice shots on goal, because that puck travels so smoothly. The more you play, the ice builds up, gets a lot of snow onto it, more resistance. Not as easy to move the puck. Anyway, I'll stop the science lesson now and get back to commentating. Andy Hay backhands it up the wall. But Mason Kennedy does well to hold it inside the line. Sestroni on the backhand shoots. That's stopped by the skate of a Mako player. And that's sent out of the zone, off the boot of the Admirals assistant captain, Taylor Kennedy. As Blair puts it up the wall again, and then Audis receives a kind of a back check hit from Sestroni, and that knocks open the door. A bit awkward. Hope he's all right. Sometimes that can lead to some unfortunate little incidents and injury. And the puck's kind of made its way into the goal area onto the Mako, and Moore decides, going to cover that up, going to regroup and get a face-off.
Yeah, absolutely. Get some fresh troops out there as Alex Regan's coming out in defence for the Mako team to try and get them out of their defensive zone. As the Let's Go Admirals chant is starting up here now.
Yeah, it's good to see a lot more the people back in the stands, getting to see live hockey that's been missing for a little while. And as we have a big collision there as Moses lays the boom into
Regan.
That's Regan, yeah.
Yeah.
But both players standing their ground, bouncing back up.
Yeah, Regan's a pretty big guy. He'll probably be able to take those all day long.
And Simon sends a nice wrist shot, blocker down by Chaba. So that's one of the shots that you mentioned that the Mako are going to take some long-range shots. Any shot is a good shot. What is it, Gretzky's quote, you miss all the shots you don't take? Gotta love that.
Was it actually Gretzky or was it another guy? It's definitely his saying.
I want to say yes, because he's just, the greatest of all time and my idol, but I am not certain, so again, somebody let us know, as Daigle takes a big hit there on the sideboards. As
Yeah, that was a hell of a defensive play there by Regan.
yeah, Regan stepped in.
Daigle putting on the shimmy, but
Yeah,
Regan reading it like a book.
made a good play, stepped up, made a good hit. So good on you. That's maybe perhaps what AJ Spiller, the head coach there for this Mako team, with Andy Kaiser being overseas. I didn't realize that Mr. Kaiser, former head coach of myself from the Ice Blacks and Swarm, is overseas at the moment. If you are listening and watching, Mr. Kaiser, guten Tag to you, sir.
I actually play against them now in the Senior Winter League.
No way.
Yeah.
There you go.
Always try to give him a bit of stick, you know.
Oh, he would love that.
Oh, he does,
Absolutely
he
love
does,
it.
he does.
Well, not really, but all good.
Even more reason to give him a bit more, right?
Yeah, you got it. And the Admirals are charged with an icing, so they've sent the puck all the way down into the other end zone before this middle red line. And if you do that, the linesman's going to put their hand up, and they're going to indicate that's an icing. And then if the other team touches it up, which the Mako did, the play comes all the way down into the Admiral zone, and the Admirals players can't change, so they need to stay on the ice. As we have a quick shot there by Paris as he wins that faceoff, gets a shot, controls his own rebound, but the puck does just squirt out of the attacking zone, and the forecheck of Henderson is all over Paris, but Paris does well to get out of the zone there, gets it up to his winger and back to himself. Tries to go around Daigle. Still has the puck, Paris. He's doing well with it. Sent in front. And a slap shot there. Nice shot from the point. But that was redirected away. That was Ian Otis, with a nice one-time shot. One time meaning that doesn't stop the puck when the puck comes to him. He actually shoots it in stride or while the puck is in motion to him. Andrew Hay flips the puck up, gets it out of the zone for the Mako, and the Admirals D, Flynn Hayward-Jones, does a bit of a stop-start move. It gets poked away by Sebastian Ong, as Ian Otis is hard on the forecheck, giving away at the line again. Knowles trying to get it deep, doesn't get it through. Stopped there by Vesper. Good to see Vesper back on the ice. He was the one that was injured in that first period. Took what looked like an errant high stick, so hopefully he's all right. Looks like he's laboring possibly a little bit, but he is out back on the ice, and good to see him skating again.
Absolutely, it's always good to see.
Oh,
Andy Hay tried to hit
almost
Vesper
takes
there.
another one. Andy Hay is known for having a very big hit. And Henry takes a wrist shot, stopped there by Moore. Player scrambled as the puck is bouncing around in that middle area of the ice in the Mako zone, but the Mako do well to clear it to ease that pressure. So the Mako looking to get in again. Excuse me, that's Admirals. There are some of the younger players. That's Ben Steven and his line. As the Mako have it now, and then it's just flipped out of the Admiral zone with Luke Simon passing over to his D partner. That's Alex Regan. Both getting a lot of ice time, and out of Snowd's reach. No icing, that's waved off. So the Admirals send it up the boards. Sam Moses has it. Bouncing puck, corralled by Quigley. Quigley sends it to the middle, intercepted by Regan. Regan can't clear. Players having a hard time holding onto that puck as they battle for it. Shot here by the Admirals, stopped by Moore. Left pad save. Moses and Luke Simon doing a battle on the boards, and the puck is flipped up nice and high and sent out of the zone. And Regan steps up but takes a trip, and that will lead to a penalty to Taylor Kennedy. As he got a bit liberal with his stick there, Bryce.
Yeah, he almost had to make that play there because Regan was away for the races. So
yeah, that's one of those plays. It's like, do I do it? Do I not? It's a high risk though, isn't it? If he misses that, and that's going to be a breakaway, possible 2-on-none.
Probably not the time in the game to make that play, but hey, he did stop at least a
potential
2-on-1.
breakaway. Yeah, that's true. So we'll see if his decision has cost his team or not. As the Mako go on their second power play of this match.
Yeah, just giving that
Shot
first
tip.
line a quick
Ooh,
rest.
doesn't get through. And Admirals clear the zone. And Chalice up on the forecheck quite hard. Looking to hold on and get that possession of the puck. And he does well to get it. Passes to the middle. Flynn Hayward-Jones can't corral it. As the Mako. Rolf with it. Stops up. It's poked away at the blue line. And Nick Henderson's a partial breakaway here. And he goes in alone and he shoots short side, but Moore closes that side down. And it is making that save. Shot there from the line by Rolf, and that is gloved down by Chuba as we get some good end-to-end action here on this Mako power play.
Yeah, really opens up when it's 5-on-4 for the Mako, doesn't it? Especially when you got Chalice and Henderson out there for the Admirals. Those guys are just great penalty killers or power players, you know. They're just
multi-talented on both ends of the rink. And right there, I think Henderson will be kind of kicking himself. He looked like he wanted to pass it to Chalice as we get a shot on goal from the point by Blair and covered. He was really looking, it didn't seem like he was going to cut in to make a move. He didn't want to, he wanted to pass back to Chalice, but there wasn't an option there as the Mako defender was there and he elected to shoot, but Moore closed the door there as we've got 1 minute remaining in this Mako power play as Kennedy bangs the boards in support of his team getting the puck down the ice. Andy Hay puts it up the boards to Sebastian Ong. Number 11 sends it down into the Admirals zone. McLeish puts the body down onto Lewis. Lewis corrals the puck well. He took contact and gets the puck, but gave it away into the middle. Does get it back. Down to Hyde. Paris in the middle. And doesn't connect there with Ong, as Ong was by himself, unmarked in that center area.
Yeah, Paris Hyde just able to find that pass to the man in front of the net. He's notorious for getting those passes through.
This play is a bit scrappy down low as Paris now sets up with it. Puts a saucer pass to Andy Hay. Andy over to Blair. Blair, wrist shot, saved by Chuba. Blair keeps it in at the blue line. But Rooney elects and gets it with some hard play to get it out of the zone and sent down by Sestroni. And it's sitting right behind the Mako net.
And that's the end of the Mako power play as Taylor Kennedy comes out of the box.
So we're back to 5-on-5 action. The Mako unsuccessful on that power play. So Taylor Kennedy gets somewhat rewarded by his penalty killers. And the score remains 1 to the Admirals and none to the Mako here. As we at the 11:01 minute mark of this second period. Shots are actually catching up now a little bit. 17 for the Admirals, 10 for the Mako. So starting to even a little bit here, Bryce.
Yeah, I'm sure AJ would have given them just a little bit of a grilling in between the periods just to get more shots on goal and probably work as a team just a little bit more. Get some passes, fluidity going. Admirals probably still in control of this game though, for sure.
Well, it's anyone's at the moment.
By one. Yep.
That's true. So Ben Stevens sends a wrist shot on net, stopped by Moore nicely. Redirected into the corner, which he's doing quite well. He's controlling those rebounds and directing them away from the front of the net. As Luke Simon takes a heavy hit from Moses. Moses making his presence felt with the body tonight as he gets a bit of a break here, one-on-one. And Simon comes back to him with a nice hard check. So the Mako, that's Regan, gives it up here to Ian Otis. Regan gets it back, skating behind the net. Taken away by Flynn Hayward-Jones. He battles with Otis and gets some support from Chalice. As a bit of a battle ensues down in the corner. Behind the net. Chalice looking for a winger, not there. Gets it out of the zone. Easing that pressure there. Ian Otis, 59, sends it up the boards. It's just inside the Admirals' blue line now, then they send it down deep. Flynn Hayward-Jones, number 9, sets up behind the net. Up the boards to Daigle. Daigle has it taken away. Del Matau, 57, dangles in, takes a backhand shot off the side of the net. Mako doing well to try and get that puck back here at this point in time, Bryce.
Oh, absolutely. They're going all in now. And Luke Simon's shift before, he did receive a bit of a big hit by having his head down a little bit, but he made up for the back check and then threw a couple of big hits himself. So they're not backing down, these young boys.
Yeah, good to see as the play continues here. We got Otis steps into his man. That's Stephen. And Snoud. Or is it Snowd? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He takes a bit of a wrist shot from out of the zone, and Chaba elects to cover that puck, which will lead to a face-off to his right-hand side. So yeah, a bit more of an evenly matched period here. You can definitely see that the Mako are not holding back. They are keen to push the envelope a little bit. As the Admirals send the puck all the way around, Sestroni into the middle, just out of the reach of Vesper, but Henry gets it, breaks in, sidesteps a hit, and shoots on goal. Vesper is denied by the pad of Moore as they had a 2-on-1 breakaway. As the play definitely opened up there. As Sestroni backhands in the middle, Henry with it over his stick and also over Mason Kennedy's stick as he had a chance to shoot that puck into the goal, but unsuccessful. Vesper up to Sestroni. Sestroni takes a hard wrist shot, but that goes wide of the net. Taylor Kennedy keeps it in the zone. Henry gives it to Mason Kennedy. Mason Kennedy has the puck poked away by Prattley. Kept in at the line by Henry. And we have backhand a shot, saved by Moore. The puck scrambling in front. The players are scrambling for a shot. It's, in the net. Vesper is rewarded for some good work as Sestroni put the puck on net, and it squirted through Moore, who made the initial save, went through his legs, and Vesper was there to clean up on that rebound.
Yeah, scrambling puck there for a while. It was bouncing everywhere, and as Vesper was coming back, he found it right at his skates, and that was an easy tap in for Vesper. Hey, right place, right time there, Wani.
That's it, and that's half the game. It's just being in the right spot at the right time, and that was some good sustained pressure. They have really pushed for that goal, and they earned it. So Mako sending out their top line, Paris Hyde, Sebastian Ong, and Lewis, number 6, as Lewis stumbles in his attempt for a hit. And number 25 takes a nice shot on goal. That's Luke Tyon, but he just missed wide. Paris Hyde on the forehand side, takes a shot, goes off the side of the net. Looks like the net's slightly off, but the refs don't call it yet. Another shot goes wide. And Mako keep it in at the line. Shot from the point. Saved by Chaba. Zach Steven. And now the whistle has been blown as the referee has noticed the netting is off of its pegs. They used to be moorings. Now they're pegs. They're metal pegs that get, well, at this rink anyway, in this part of the world, they are metal pegs that are kind of hammered into the ice. Doesn't take too much to knock them off, as you might have just witnessed.
Yeah, the ref was a little bit hesitant there. He was looking at the net that was off its pegs for about a good 10 seconds there, putting the whistle back and forth from his mouth.
Probably wasn't sure. It's just not always easy. He's probably watching the play and then saying, oh, is that what I'm seeing? The net is off? Part of the responsibility of those referees. We wouldn't have these games going on if we didn't have them. Or if we did, it'd be a bit chaotic. As the Mako.
Oh, you can imagine.
Just offside. Could you imagine no referees and you're trying to have this game going on? The players policing themselves. I mean, it would be entertaining.
Hey, we could maybe call it from up here.
Yeah. As they just announced the goal awarded to Taylor Kennedy. Was it Taylor Kennedy that scored? There was someone in front of the net. Anyway, we'll double check that. As Daigle takes a shot. Oh, and Rooney has a heavy hit and shot in front, and battling for it is Henderson. Doesn't quite get it. The puck was loose momentarily in front as there was a big collision on that left-hand side of the boards. As the fans here are really starting to show their support now with that 2-0 lead.
Yeah, a little bit quiet at the start of the game, but obviously they find their feet when their team is in the lead, for sure. The West Auckland faithful here today.
West Auckland has a great fan base, and they are known for being quite boisterous and loud. And it's great to be a part of that atmosphere when you're here at a live game. Oh, shot from the point, deflected in front. Puck is there. Moore's on it. Players scramble to try and get it in. The ref says, no, that's enough. We'll call it there. And there's a little extracurriculars. People asking, how you doing? Been a little while. Give them a little, how's your mother, how's your father, isn't it?
What are you doing after this?
Yeah.
Any dinner reservations?
All those pleasantries that happen after a whistle when people are battling to try and get that puck into the goal.
Yeah, it was a battle. There's probably a 4-man pile up there in the crease. As the goalie just tried to sit on it.
As Andy Hay tries to put the puck up to the boards, but it's hit by the referee, and that led to a Stephen chance there. And he just couldn't get it in and through as that backhand was blocked by Moore. And that was Sebastian Stephen. And Sebastian Stephen puts it up the boards, but it's deflected a little bit by one of the Mako players. And Stephen with a high shot and scores. Beautiful shot by one of the Stephens. I think that's Ben. And he just puts it right upstairs on that top left-hand corner.
Yeah, Sebastian Stephen absolutely ripping it above the glove side of Moore.
I think that was Ben.
That was Ben?
B, there's two Stephens out on the ice. Forrest is the, I presume they're brothers. I'm not sure. They could be related.
You'd imagine so.
S. Stephen, he's got a white face cage, whereas Ben got a black one, and he was the one who's got that left-handed shot, top corners. Great play. Good to see the youth on the Admirals getting some shots here and also scoring. As they're straight back on the attack, the Admirals, Mason Kennedy with it. Plays it back up to the point. His brother shoots, that goes wide. Vinny Sistroni falls, but he keeps the play inside the zone as Alex Regan has two Admirals on him. He's trying to get the puck out of there, out of all this danger. And Sistroni takes a hard shot from the point, misses wide. Vesper wrapping around, and that's blocked by Moore. Taylor Kennedy has it scored over his stick and just popped over his blade. And now that Mako can regroup. Unfortunately, they give it right back to Sistroni, who gives it back to the Mako. Playing a bit of, you have it, no, you take it, no, you want it, no, you have it. And that's, whoa, that seemed way offside. The linesman definitely missed one there, as the Admiral was well ahead of that blue line before the puck went in. Nevertheless, they can't call everything. They make mistakes too. Puck got stopped and went out of play, and we have another stoppage.
Yeah, Taylor Kennedy absolutely ripping a shot there, though, from the point. Moore only just given a little bit on that.
As Mr. Aaron Somerville, our in-rink announcer, announces that goal to Ben Stephen, and the crowd reacts accordingly. Paris sends a shot on goal, and that's rebounded, and Lewis gets the redirection towards the net. Doesn't get on target. Sebastian Ong.
The net's a little bit off its peg again on that far side.
Yeah, it's that left side. Maybe Chaba keeps banging into it, and it's quite a concern, especially if the Mako are trying to get a shot there, and it's not in its right place. As they are here, and Chaba shuts the 5-hole as McLeish looks to try and block, but he runs right into Chaba, and that puck goes through both of them and into the net with the puck crossing that line. Even with the net on or off its pegs, that is a goal for the Mako, the first one this year, Bryce. Fantastic.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. McLeish trying to actually get in the way of that shot because Chubba was a little bit out to the side. I actually don't know how that went through because
he was blocking that. He was covering where Chubba wasn't, and it looked like he tried to glove it with his hand. He might have knocked it down, and it looked like it went right underneath his arm trying to play goalie.
Yeah.
McLeish, and then it skirts into the net. So we've got a 3-1 hockey game in the second period of play with 3:45 left in the second period. And Rooney hard on the battle with Andy Hay, but Andy doesn't clear out of the zone, and a puck redirects off a Mako skate, saved by Moore. all alone in front, and what a diving save by Moore as Henderson is absolutely robbed as Moore dove across to stop that puck. Shot by Henderson with a brilliant glove save. As Daigle has it, shoots from the point, hard shots, right pad save, and Henderson gets a rebound, stopped again by Moore. You've been hearing a lot of that name, ladies and gentlemen. He's playing well in that goal. Stopped 26 of his 29 shots he's faced.
That's going to be a delay of game.
Possible delay of game here as the Admirals player sent it directly into the netting in his zone. But
He's going to let him off with that.
No call.
Must have been a deflection there. Didn't look like it though.
Again, that's one of those things in this game that we call ice hockey. If defending player in their zone shoots the puck and it happens to hit the netting above the glass, typically that would lead to a unsportsmanlike penalty. Not in this case, because we're all learning.
Yeah, it looked like Mason Kennedy hit Zach Snode there a little bit off the play as Snode tried to get a little bit of revenge but missed.
So they got to keep their composure here as emotions can run high in this game. As Luke Simon reintroduces himself to Scott Henry on those boards. As the physical play keeps up as Snode takes his man down. Play continues. As Vesper gives a nice elbow into the chin of Snode, who kind of looks up as to what is that, and the referee's hand goes straight up. Vesper still going hard. But it's a delayed penalty here, so the ref, another big hit as Kennedy, that's Mason, steps up on Del Matto and just crushed him in the middle of the ice, but Vesper will go to the box for a roughing penalty. Could have been an elbow. All I saw was an elbow to the face. So the ref seen it as a
it was just like just a glove, yeah.
Glove to the face, yeah.
Wasn't too much in it, but nonetheless, definitely a penalty call.
So that is a penalty to the Admirals, and that will mean that Mako go on the power play for the third time in this game, and it's 2 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the second, so they'll have full use of almost the full use of the remaining time left in this period on the power play. They've lost that face-off. And Chalice and Henderson back out there on the penalty kill, and they have control of the puck. Chalice trying to sending it across the ice, blocked by Stitley. And the Mako getting on the other half of center ice this time, but they don't have it. Daigle sends it out. Nice pass forward. And Chalice is first on it. And as Ian Otis sends it up the ice to Rolf. Rolf gives it to Ben Taylor. Ben Taylor. As the Mako regroup to Ian Otis. Otis back to Adam Stitley. Stitley has his pass go off the back of Jordan Chalice. And we have Ian Otis skating hard from his own zone. Gains the zone into the Admirals territory. Shoots it on net. Rebounds there, but Chaba redirects it away. Prattley hits Henderson in the corner. Mako get the puck. Up to the point to Hay. Hay. Cross ice pass. Regan. His shot blocked. Sorry, that's Otis' shot that was blocked. As players make some changes. Daigle. Head up, sends the puck directly on net. Moore blockers that away. Blair, 25 for the Mako, sends it up the rink. And it's back to Andrew Hay. Andrew Hay has it. Over across to Blair. Blair with it. Can't get that
in the
puck
lane
through.
there, Sestroni.
So the Admirals' penalty kill is working well for them here tonight. Paris Hyde, skating to the left of Gareth McLeish, makes a move, takes a hit, puts it in front, and that doesn't reach its intended target, and the Mako going to be unsuccessful on their power play. As the period comes to a close, we have the West Auckland Admirals ahead by 2 with a scoreline of 3 goals to the Mako's 1. So stay tuned, team. We have another special guest at this second period intermission break. We have the coach of the West Auckland Admirals. He is called Cam Stevens. He's going to be joining myself for an interview. Please rejoin us shortly as we will speak to him. Thank you for watching. Kia ora whanau, welcome back to the second period intermission break. Coming back to you live on this live stream YouTube channel. We are very pleased and thank you very much for joining us back in. We've got another special guest here. We are joined by Mr. Cam Stephen. Thank you very much, Cam, for joining us in this press box gallery that we've got up here. And so, how have you been? It's been a little while since we've had live ice hockey here.
It has been a while. Everything's sort of a blur. It's hard to get timelines together, but now it's really sunk in how long it's been. So we are so excited to be back on the ice. Full-on game. The season's been busy. Good start with our training. So we're just really excited to get lots of game time in.
Fantastic. And can you explain just to the viewers what it is that you do with this West Auckland Admirals club, and maybe how long you've been involved with the game?
Yeah, so I mean, we've been here not quite 5 years, and I was involved with lots of coaching back in Canada, and was kind of given lots of opportunity, basically from the first couple of months that we got here, helping out coaching with the under-18s. I was asked to coach 3 years ago, step in for Chubba to take on the Admirals, and it's been a really good experience for me, and our focus is to develop that team mentality, work on great systems and great play, exciting hockey, entertaining for the fans, and really try to bring the level of ice hockey in New Zealand across the country up.
And fantastic. I mean, you're doing a great job, and I would like to applaud you for being involved in not only coaching this West Auckland team, but giving back. And that's such an important quality to have. And the viewers might be hearing a tinge of an accent as well. I know that I've got one, but I've been in this country too for a little while, and I'm also a citizen. But you mentioned for 5 years now. So where do you hail from, and where are the Stevens?
So born and raised in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. Spent a lot of time living in Bracebridge, just a few hours north of Toronto, up in Muskoka. Had a pond in the backyard. So I have 3 boys. I'm pretty pumped that all 3 of them are in the game here tonight. And it's just. I carry the accent for sure, no
absolutely.
doubt. I don't think I'll ever get rid of that accent.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pleasure again, and we're thankful for you being involved in the game, having your boys involved and playing, and hail from not too far. I'm from Mississauga, Ontario, believe it or not, and so lots of Canadians whenever you go to an ice rink, and again, we're thankful that you're involved in the coaching aspect and doing that hard mahi with the Admirals at the moment, and loving those new jerseys.
Yeah,
you guys
they're pretty nice. They
Looking
almost
pretty
look
sharp.
like tiger stripes. It's a little bit intimidating. We just have to make sure we follow that up on the ice.
Yeah, well, you're ahead at the moment, aren't you? With 3-1
Yeah,
score.
we could be
You
a
happy
little
with
bit more disciplined. A little bit stronger with some of our plays, but it's been an exciting game so far. This Mako team is very strong. I know most of these players. I've been at some development camps with them, and they've got a great lineup. So anything could happen in this game. We have to make sure we're not sitting back.
Absolutely.
Play our fast-paced game, and we've got players in this game. We had a few out with injuries and illness, and one of the best things about this Auckland group is the depth. And it's that old saying, you only have depth if you use it. So pretty great to see some players in this lineup tonight and playing really well. So
absolutely. And last question for you before you head back and give your pep talk to your team for the last period. Is there a bit of an unsettled feeling with not getting the finals played from in previous years? So is there something that you want to gain from this year with the club? And hopefully we get to that stage again where we can have the finals and being played. Not looking so far ahead, but if you guys are making that, is that something that you're kind of looking at?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, our goal is to win. We're in a position that, to win this season, and anything short of that is going to feel like we haven't accomplished what we want. But of course, our focus is on the moment, game to game, practice to practice, shift to shift, and that is something we talk about as a group, controlling all those things that you can control. Can't control what other teams are doing, can't control the standings, can't control the referees, who are doing a great job, by the way. But we're winning this year. That's our goal. Make it to the finals and win.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Well, you heard it here, folks. Stay in the moment. Keep playing. Stick on the ice. Cam, thanks for joining us up here.
Thank you. Kia ora.
Paul Marie, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to this third period action of the NZIHL live stream action. We've got Bryce. I'm Ian. We're really excited to get this third period underway. Thank you again for joining us all through this live stream broadcast. We got the Admirals taking on the Auckland Mako, this under-23 development team with a couple of experienced lads mixed in, and they're taking on arguably one of the finalists from last year in the West Auckland Admirals. And you heard it from their coach, Cam Stevens, saying that they are here to win. They want to get to that next level at the moment and play in the moment.
Oh, 100%, because as soon as these guys are, good enough or whatever, and they go play for their respective clubs, or they're just a little bit older, and new guys are going to come through, so it's just going to keep cycling through, and obviously the objective all the time is to win. So if you don't try win games, you're not going to improve. But a good response from the Mako that second period, getting a few more shots on goal, letting the they should keep working on that.
Yeah, there's no question that this sport does have winning, but there's also losing, right? And that's the side of sport that we also got to acknowledge. There are winners and losers. And I really like what AJ Spiller, the coach of the Mako, said. It's about development. It's about growth, doing the little things right. As a coach myself, or a former coach, doing those little things and getting that right in the culture, that's going to lead to your winning. Winning will take care of itself when you do these things well in your position for your team. Anyway, that's a team aspect that I'm going to go on about later. We're into the third period now. Even strength action, and it is Alex Regan sends the puck up. He hits his winger there, and that's Rolf, and he toe drag in the middle, shot saved by Chubb, and again rebound, scores Rolf right away. The Mako strike, just like their jersey, like absolute predators of the ocean, scoring right away. First 18, 17 seconds of the third period.
Yeah, against the Admirals' top line there as well. The Mako score on them. So a one-goal game now as Rolf on the second attempt got it past Chubba.
And that quieted the crowd quite quickly here, Bryce, as the Mako, ideal start to this third period, making it a one-goal hockey game. Admirals with 3, the Mako with 2. Back on the attack, Del Mato here. Can't find his centering pass to his man. As Admirals, and the puck has deflected up into the netting just above the glass, just outside the Admirals' blue line, and we have a stoppage not even a minute into this third period, and 2 stoppages. One is a goal, one is out of play.
Yeah, I'd love to see the Mako definitely get another one in the next 5 minutes or so. That'd really put the pressure on the Admirals to go forward and get another goal back.
So the Mako making some early statements in this third period. Let's see how they follow this up, because they are controlling the play at the moment. Bradley, and he does give it away. Not the person you want to give it away to. And that's Henry as he gets another quick shot off, saved by Moore. As the Admirals, that's Vesper, sends it down. That's Stidley, and he puts it all the way down, but doesn't have an icing call, so the players kind of gingerly skate towards the other end to get it. Admirals come out with it. Another giveaway. There's been a few giveaways this game, Bryce, and I think anytime you give that puck away, that can prove costly.
Oh, absolutely, especially if it's in your defensive end. And you got the good hit there on this near side, Ben Taylor.
Yeah, he went in to hit his man Sestroni, and Sestroni stood his ground, put Ben down to the ice. And that looks as though we've had it. Sorry, that was not James Moore. That is Connor Parr getting the start in this third period. So good to see we have a goaltender change, and wearing a black mask and red and white pads. So he's in the action straight away and getting some shots on. As Harris Hyde here for the Mako. It's hit by McLeish. Stays with the puck though. Gives it to Son Cody. As the Mako are mixing up their lines a little bit here. And Knowles in there with Son Cody. Oh, Paris intercepts that pass, takes it away. Skates away from McLeish, takes a hit from Moses.
Yeah, Moses definitely not afraid to throw his body around. Good to see.
I guess it's also just time and place, like when it's needed, and also in a close match now, like 3-2 hockey game, if you get on the wrong side of that line, like the fine line that penalty, no penalty, playing hard is good, but also you got to be mindful of what the referees are calling and what they might be looking for at this stage in the game. You don't want to put your team at a disadvantage, be shorthanded, as we know that this team, the Mako, they can score. So another face-off win by the Admirals, but they're not controlling it, so the Mako get it back. Good D-to-D pass, then up the boards, but then they lost it in the neutral zone. But Paris does well to intercept this pass. He has it behind the Admirals' goal. Sends it in front, takes a bounce, and it's still there, and they score! That is Snowed getting rewarded from some hard work.
Here we go, tie game.
And it is a tie game. Wow, we did not see that coming, but look out, people. 3-3 hockey game, third period.
I'm definitely on the Mako bandwagon tonight here, Wani.
Fantastic.
I'd love to see them get a win in their first game of the season. That'd be just amazing.
Absolutely. Even though these games are unsanctioned or don't really count towards the NZIHL league tables, certainly they count when some bragging rights are on the line and both teams definitely wanting to win.
Oh, for sure.
3-3 is the scoreline in 16.5 minutes in this third period. That's Regan with a very distinct fishbowl face cage. It's not actual cage. Oh, we have a penalty being called. That's looks like Snowed. He took down his man Vesper. Possibly embellished just a little bit, but as they chat and a little chuckle, that's going to send the Mako to the penalty kill. And being short-handed, that's a tripping penalty. 3-3 game, Bryce. Again, we just talked about timing of penalties a little bit earlier. This one, not great.
Oh, definitely not, but he did just get that goal to tie the game up, so maybe he can be let off for that one. I personally wouldn't let him off, but he did get a goal, so you be the judge.
Well, the Admirals have a very potent power play. And it's turned away here. Rolf, what a breakaway. Shoots, stopped by Chaba. As we have another break going the other way, Rooney cuts in and Andy Hay just absolutely levels him. And it's going to be called, which is a little bit unusual, as the referee's indicating an elbow penalty, but Rooney, the shorter man, did have his head down to try and lean into the puck, and Andy just came across and hit him. That's going to put them at a real disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that call. Well, from my angle, it looked pretty clean, but yeah, Mako shooting themselves in the foot now, 5-on-3. So they'll get Regan out there.
1 minute 41, and it's full 2 minutes. So this could be detrimental for the Mako. We shall see how the goaltender and the penalty killers stack up here as the Admirals set up on this power play. Henderson down to Rooney. Rooney side to Chalice. Back up to Daigle. Daigle surveys his options. Plays back and forth with Chalice. Chalice over to Daigle. Daigle one-time shot, and that's a straight goal. As the goaltender could not get over in time to make that save just out of the reach of Connor Parr. And quickly, the Admirals strike to make the Mako pay.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you got guys in the penalty box. The Mako doing so well to tie this game, and they just let themselves down a bit, but they'll keep fighting for sure, try to get back in.
It is, yeah, one thing about discipline, but I mean, that penalty to Andy Hay, that's a tough one to swallow here, and now it's a 5-on-4 hockey game, as the Admirals are still on a power play, and now they are up a goal here, 4-3 in the third period. Vesper skates in, drops a pass to Sestroni. Sestroni, wrist shot, deflected wide. Scott Henry with it, puts it down to Vesper. Vesper drops it to Henry. Henry, shot across to an open Sestroni. Sestroni shoots, short side and scores. Twice now that short side on the goaltender. Connor Parr has let him down a little, and now the game has just tilted quite heavily favoring the Admirals. 5-3.
Yeah, Sestroni almost not getting that shot off in time. I thought he'd taken too long, but he just found a little gap in between the post and the goalie. So
he is a very good shooter, Vinny, and he can lean into it, but he has had quite a few opportunities tonight, and a lot of them have missed the goal. That one did not miss, and that's quite a big goal at this point in time in the game.
Oh, it definitely is huge now. 2-goal advantage for the Admirals. It'll be tough to claw back.
Yeah, as Gareth McLeish has his shot blocked, and they have to regroup out of the zone, and Zach Steven passes it back and forth with Gareth. Gareth lays the body heavily into his man. Sarakov is sent to the floor of the ice by Forbes as the physicality plays up here. And the Mako keep it inside the Admiral zone. That's Audis, 54. Sam, he's chasing. Sam Moses takes a bump. Now Audis in front takes a backhand. Doesn't quite reach the middle. It's still sitting there. Cleared out of harm's way by the Admirals all the way down the ice. No icing indicated as both teams make changes.
I'll tell you what now, Wanu, I reckon Regan's going to be the best defenseman in the league in about 5 years.
Yeah, he's very smooth skating, a good confidence, good skate there. He made all the way from his zone, taking on Alexander. I always called him Alexander Digg. He's not Alexander Digg, the former #1 draft pick of the NHL. It's Justin Digg. Possible relation, I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him. Daigle with a hard shot, quick on an unusual angle. That was nicely saved by the goaltender. Chalice all alone on the side of the net, same angle as Daigle's shot. Elects to pass, doesn't get there.
Probably should have taken a shot right away there.
Oh, he's on by himself with the rebound, looking for a shot, and it's saved by Parr, making one of his best saves in the time that he's been on. He's only been in the game for this third period. Oh, there's another test on left pad. So he's seeing a lot of action here. And 12.5 minutes in this third period, and the score is 5-3. As another goal in for the Admirals. That's number 9, Flynn Hayward-Jones, receiving that beautiful cross-feed pass from Henderson, and makes no mistake, and he puts it in glove side on Parr, and now it's a double lead, 6-3 for the Admirals as they're starting to pull away here, Bryce.
Yeah, those are the penalties, like you said earlier. They just absolutely collapsed this Mako team for the time being.
It's really taken the wind out of their sails. They have been in it, and then those penalties hurt them. 2 power plays, 2 goals. This even strength making it a 6-3 game as the Mako are looking to regroup here and try to claw themselves back into this game. Can they claw their Mako? What do Makos do? They're sharks. They got fins. They'll have to do something.
Maybe add a bit more bite into the attack.
Okay, I was waiting for something. Thank you, bud. Another shot there by Ben Taylor. Hits the side of the net. As Ian Otis fed him the pass. But he couldn't hook in to his intended target. As Lewis gives it down low to Sebastian Ong. Ong up top to Stitley. Stitley back to Ong. Ong backhands it low. Mako showing good control of the puck here. As I say that, they give it away. And Luke Tyon has it now for the Admirals. Sends it to the middle. Now, and then Moses steps into Ian Otis in the middle of the ice, and the Admirals have it. for a moment until Paris steps onto it. Gives it to Son Cody. Son Cody, drop pass to Lewis. He doesn't get it. Blair has it now, sends it up the wall, intercepted by Vesper. Vesper takes on Blair to the outside, steps around him. Pass in front, one time, blocked. Paris regrouping with it now, takes one-on-one, and Kennedy doesn't let him through. Good defensive play by Mason. Vinny looks cross ice, doesn't get to his, oh it does. Scott Henry takes another hard hit there from Paris as both players rebound off the boards with impact. Knowles can't handle the puck. Sestroni gets it, takes a hit from Blair. Vesper lending a hand. And Mako clear the zone. Playing a bit of ping pong with that puck at the moment, Bryce, and Blair gets it, sends it back up the boards, and all the way down the ice. Looks like the referee, linesman says no icing, so we play on. Got 10 minutes remaining in this third period. Be really good to see that Mako claw it back, or get back into it a little bit. As Regan has 2 Admirals on him, looking for support. Gets it onto the boards to Snowd. Again, Admirals putting 2 players onto that puck, so making little time and space for any Mako attack chance, and they're on it right away. As Regan sends it over, and he's got a loose skate lace. Luckily, he gets off to change because he can easily go down. And Forbes takes a shot with a bit of a weird wobbling puck as it hits the net.
It was almost like a knuckle puck there. It hit someone's stick on a little redirect.
Mako back on the attack here. Turning over the puck, swarming the Admirals. As good Mako do. Now, Ian Otis in neutral zone territory. Sends it on to the goal, and Chaba kind of redirects it into the corner. Up to the point to Stidley. Stidley with it. Takes a wrist shot on the point and stopped by Chaba as Prattley battles, but it is gloved, and we have another face-off to the left of Chaba. Kriskosh Mangosh.
Yeah, good pressure from the Mako. Still trying to get back into this game, though. Not going to let the Admirals run away with it too much. As Dalmatau is going to get out there with his line. Another extremely good young player is Ivan Dalmatau. I think I actually said that earlier, but it does deserve 2 mentions for sure.
So just have a quick look at the shots on goal. The Admirals have 40 shots, so they've definitely been peppering the goaltending so far. But the Mako have got 27, and they've got 3 goals. So if you're looking at shooting percentage at the moment, more shots they put on, more likelihood of a goal. So hopefully they can get a couple more here. Rooney takes one of those shots on goal. Nice pad save by Parr. Mako dump it in. That's Sebastian Ong. Looking to get his own dump in. As Andy Hay steps up to help out on the attack. And Lewis curls in. Takes a shot. Oh, stopped there by Flynn Hayward-Jones with a good active stick to block that going to the net. Andy Hay, wrist shot from the point, blockered by Chaba. Sebastian Ong collects that rebound. Circles around, trying to find someone. Gets Ben Taylor down low. Daigle hits him in the corner, gently. And Vesper makes a nice move to clear it out of the zone. But Lewis, he grabs it on neutral ice. Vesper, good little dangle there. Takes a bit of a speed wobble and goes down. Lewis makes a play here, looking to find his man, doesn't. Daigle calmly gets it, sends it out of the zone. So Ben Taylor circling around. Now Sestroni gets it up to Vesper. Vesper gains the line, shoots it around the boards for a waiting Scott Henry. Takes a nice hit there. Shot from the point, gloved aside. Taylor has it. Hard shot from the point. Doesn't miss by much, as no one was really blocking the path of the shot to redirect it in. Good step up by Regan. Unfortunately, doesn't have the support he needed to help him there. Paris Hyde, he gets it. Breaks in Admirals territory. Circling well. Up to the point shot. No, it's a pass. Pass to Regan, and he shoots. Blocked by Taylor Kennedy. Rennie elects to just dump it down the ice. Clearing the zone. Back up to Paris Hyde. Paris inside the blue line. 2-on-4 forming. Not the numbers you want. If you're on an attacking position, you need some more help. And Stitley sends it towards the Admirals bench. Manny Sistrone backhands it into the Mako zone. Mako up to Paris. Paris Hyde on for a long shift. Up to Forbes. Using that backhand, but doesn't get around. And Tyon does well to get it out of the zone. Does get tripped up though. No penalty is called. We play on.
But lucky there, I think, one of the Mako players not getting a penalty on that.
Ben Steven past the middle to Quigley, and good step up there by Forbes. That leads to another turnover, and then the Mako get it. That's Ben Steven with it now. Has it taken away from him by Otis. That's Sam Otis. Admirals looking to get out of their zone, and they do. And a nice step up by Stitley, and he sends down Quigley with a good hit. It's Daigle putting some pressure on Ian Otis. And Otis skating away nicely. But again, it's a 1-on-4, Bryce. They're not going to have great odds when you have 1 against 4. When half your attackers are not with you.
Mako needed a change then, so they had to get fresh guys on the ice.
It's just that small things, you know, with communication and on-ice awareness. Again, that's going to come with time and a little bit more game time that these players are needing and desperately seeking so they can get better. As that puck's turned over, Chalice with it, sends it up the ice to Henderson, back to Chalice. Chalice takes a nice shot in the middle, and he scores directly over that glove hand of Parr, as Parr was down, as Chalice made no mistake and just put a nice, soft, floating wrist shot. Sometimes it's all about placement, not about speed. That was very accurate shot by Chalice, and he's got a second goal of the night.
Yeah, he knows where that spot is. He already had one in that exact location earlier on, so he probably wasn't going to miss that. He'll get that 9 times out of 10.
Which is too bad. You see some of the heads drop a little bit with the Mako. They, that kind of goal here with 3 minutes and 52 seconds in the third is a tough one to swallow, really. And let's hope they have a really good showing in this last 3 minutes.
Oh, you know they're definitely not going to give up, especially while that Paris Hyde line's out there.
So the Mako have it now. Again, good defending by the Admirals, as Sam Moses was in good position to take away any chance that was in the middle of the ice. But again, it's a quick transition as Paris Hyde is being draped by Steven, but he comes in and he scores. Not sure where that went, but it looked like it might have been 5-0 with Paris Hyde.
Yeah, I think it was. He
scores for the Mako.
I don't think he got all he wanted on it, so maybe a little bit of a lucky goal, but nonetheless, when you're getting the puck towards the goalie with speed, anything can happen. And
number 6, Lewis, definitely giving a little spin around for the referee to make sure that his number was showing. I think he was trying to get an assist. He did assist on that play. Often that's a hard thing when referees caught in the moment. They may not know who passed the puck to that player, because that happened very quickly. But it is a 3-goal contest at the moment between the West Auckland Admirals and the Auckland Mako.
Admirals goal scorer 22.
Ian Otis puts the puck up the boards to number 10. But again, the good Admiral forecheck. He's thwarting some of that opportunity, and Scott Henry has it, puts it in the middle. Sistroni, backhand pass to Vesper. Vesper tries to get it to Henry, but he stumbles, and Admirals are still in control of the puck, though. Great pass over to Sistroni, and he is stopped very well by Connor Parr. Probably one of his best saves of the game. As the puck's deflected into the netting. What do you think of Connor Parr here with this the new goaltending change in this third period?
Well, yeah, like you said earlier, the team is all about the development, so getting game time for your goalies, regardless if they're having a bit of a blinder out there or a shutout or whatever, you gotta rotate them, get them involved.
Yeah, that's true. It's tough timing because that other goalie was playing extremely well.
Yeah, he was.
James Moore was on fire, and Parr is kind of thrown into the fire, really, and has had a tough going here, but is that last save certainly keeping his team a lot closer in this, even though there's a 3-goal deficit. As we have a partial break here, but it could lead to an offside. Oh, and Otis gets hit nicely by Rooney. Henderson stops up just inside the blue line, sends it over to Rooney. Otis with it now. That's Sam. Puts it up the boards to Forbes. Drop pass to the middle. Very dangerous play to put the puck back in the middle like that, as Andrew Hay has it. Cleaning it up for the Mako. Sending it in. Flynn Hayward-Jones receives that on the backhand, gives it to Daigle behind the net. Daigle looking up ice, heading towards the last minute of this game. So the Admirals here in a bit of a holding as they're just kind of waiting to see what the Mako will do as they change. As Mason Pratley had a shot there and it just missed the net. But he's got the puck back. Sends it up to the defenseman. Puts it one time to Regan, and that just misses the goal. And Rolf on that far wing puts it to the middle, and the Admirals send it back down the ice. Directly onto the goal, onto Connor Parr. And Moses has the puck here, and it's a bit of a break. Oh, and he shoots with a 1-on-none, and he misses the goal. Admirals, that's Nash Hayward-Jones up to Sistroni. Sistroni tries to make a move, stopped by the skates of the Mako, but again, Admirals appear to have scored here as Sistroni batted it out of the air, but it looked like it was a high stick. Definitely was a high stick. It was well above the crossbar, which is the limit as to where you can hit the puck. Unfortunately, we don't have any video review in this at the moment, or maybe it's available, but they just don't know. The referee was in good position to say, sorry guys, no, that's not going to be a goal. The puck deflected off the goalie's chest protector and then batted down, and it was deemed to be a high stick. So that's a no goal. So the scoreline still is 7-4, which looks like that's what it's going to finish as Regan almost put it into his own net there as the time does expire, and we finish the game with a final score of the Admirals 7 and the Auckland Mako had 4. So quite a good contest with a total of 11 goals, 46 shots by the Admirals and 29 by the Mako. Very good contest indeed, and we would like to take a moment to thank you all for tuning in for this game. But I also like to thank the sponsors of the Admirals, which is New Zealand Drinks and also Trade Hub. They are very helpful in making these things happen, as we could not do these games without them. So thanks very much to them and all that you provide to the Admirals and also this ice hockey community that is constantly growing here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. So on behalf of Bryce Rouse, I'm Ian Wanmaker and the team here. Thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow as there is another game that the Auckland Mako are playing. They're taking on the Botany Swarm, and that will be 5 p.m. out at the Hive, Paradise Botany, Sunday evening. So if you're not at the game, stay tuned onto the live stream broadcast Well, once again, thanks very much for tuning in. Have a great evening and stay safe. Kaki.